Hey everyone, it's Synth Designer back again with another video. Today we're continuing our series on the complete guide to Serum 2. If you haven't seen this series before, I'm covering basically every aspect of Serum 2 for anybody who's interested, and I break things down by individual components, so I get into the different oscillator types, filters, and today I'm getting into the mixer. Now, the mixer is a whole new feature for Serum 2 and a really big one that is quite a shift from the last one. We're going to explore everything to do with the mixer, just how to use it, and some basic tricks and techniques that might help you out. So let's get right into it. As you can see here, I have this basic sound here. It involves 3 oscillators, 2 saws, one octave down, one on the default octave, and then 1 triangle. So we're going to shape this sound and take a look at how to shape it through the mixer. First, let's take a look at the filters here, just to get ourselves acquainted. So filter 1 is on just A, and A is a lower sound. I really wanted it to be tighter, while filter 2 is B and C here. And you can see, we can open this up more if we want. It's a nice basic pad. And how can we use the mixer to shape these sounds? So as you can see here, there's a lot to look at. First, let's take a look at the filter here, how it's shaped. So oscillator A is only on the first filter, and then oscillators B and C are only on the second filter. If you want to know how to use the filters more effectively, please look at my last video on filters and envelopes for Serum 2. But we want to take a look at some of these other features as well. You can see here how it's output, like the mix here, how it's panned. So you can change how things are panned here very easily. Now these are basic sounds here, or basic features that are available here as well. The one big thing I want to mention more than anything is this ability to add things to buses. So you can see here there's bus 1 and bus 2, and then they're down here within the oscillators. So bus 1, let's just say we want to add B and C to bus 2, or sorry, to bus 1. Well, that thing has completely changed now because all the output is going to bus 1, and it's bypassing these filters, right? Whereas if we took this off of the bus, it's back to the default. And you can also change the filter right here as well, so you don't have to go back if you don't want. And change those filter settings here. The other thing is, let's say you want to group a couple sounds. So we're going to move oscillator B and C onto the bus. And let's say we want to have some effects. So what we could do here is going to the effects section and just go into bus 1 and say we want to keep the reverb off of this low oscillator. As you remember, oscillator 1 had this low sound, so it's more of a bassy sound. Turn it up a bit. I really don't want this to be affected by reverb, let's say. So I'm going to turn both these back on, and I'm going to turn on the reverb for bus 1. And then I am going to cut off some of these highs and a little bit of the lows and make it a hall reverb. And now that low oscillator is not affected by the reverb. So we just have those 2 sounds affected by that effect, and we could do the same thing as well. If we wanted to add another filter on top of that even, we could just go to filter and then MG low 12 and have this effect. Essentially the reverb and the mix from there. So you're adding even more layers onto this mix. So it really allows you to separate sounds effectively and to shape a couple of oscillators in one way and a couple of oscillators in a different way. And of course, you can use bus 2 for something else. Say if you wanted a sub or noise sections to be affected differently together, you can add them to a whole new bus as well. So it's a really cool new feature that allows us to expand our ability to shape the sounds and not just have to rely on one type of filter or one type of effect. You really can have control over different areas in different ways. Let me know what you think of this video and this series. Hopefully you're enjoying it, and I will see you all next time.